Alright, so I've got the job file loaded up. I've got the stock zeroed. So we're zeroed to this corner. I've got an inset just because I have a bit of snipe here. I've got lots of length on this board, but I don't have much for width. So it's going to start cutting around here and work its way that way. And I do have that 1/16 inch cutter in there now. See if I can't get it to focus a little better. So I did, like I said, I've already run this job once. I had to move things around and make things fit. But overall, I have run this job, and that bit should do a great job of cutting out the little details. I am running G-Sender 1.6.1. And so this 1.6.0 is their first update that, as far as I know, supports their new auto change or auto tool changer spindle that they're now selling. So this one has some awareness of tool changing. So you can see on the project file, the blue part is going to be cut with the 1/16 inch bit that's in there, and then it's going to change bits and it's going to do the orange part with the 1/8 inch end mill. So like I said, in the 1.6.x release, you'll start to see if you have tool changes involved, you'll start to see that color differentiation for the different bits, which is pretty cool. So I'm excited to see how that works out. And yeah, I think I'm ready, so we'll get the job running. I'm gonna put the dust boot on.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling now?
Everything looks pretty good. As I said, I had a bit of limited material to work with, so these are pretty tight. I basically left about 1 millimeter of bottom stock so far, and I'm going to do a bit of cleanup, probably hit it quick with the sander, make sure the fuzzies are removed, and I'm going to fill the letters and the flag in with some clear coat first. So I'm going to take a paintbrush and do clear epoxy, and then I'll come back after it's dried just a little bit and I will put some color in it, so I don't make the same mistake I did last time. And then the last step will be to come back with the same 1/8 inch bit and cut them out fully. Now when I go to do that, as you can see, there's not a lot of extra material, so I'm gonna double check that the finishing tool path, just confirm my tabs, confirm my depths and things like that before I run that pass. But so far everything is looking pretty good, as long as I can get them cut out cleanly without throwing anything around the room. That'll be perfect. So yeah, probably be done in the shop for today, but tomorrow I will get the finishing touches done and can hopefully get this off the machine.
And all the pieces seem like they can't be found. I'll be the friend that is standing there. I'll be the hand holding all your cares. I see you now, I'm not going anywhere.
And I'm going to use a paintbrush here just to paint all of the areas. I'm going to get epoxy in all the little spots and use the paintbrush to spread it around, just so that it seals the wood. So I'm going to get that going right now.
We'll find our way back home. We'll find our way back home. No, we'll never have to walk alone. We'll find our way back home. Whoa, I'm coming home.
Still getting some food, which is exactly what we want. So we're ready to add some color. All right, so over here I've got my resin and a couple of stir sticks, and I'm using the Let's resin. I'm using up some epoxy that I had, but I've used Let's resin. The company makes a bunch of resin-based products, and their resin is quite good. So once I'm done with some of the extra stuff I have, I will be switching over to just using their product kind of exclusively. So I think what I'm going to do is use their, this is their resin dye. I'm going to use the bright red resin or dye for the flag, and just a straight up black for the lettering. So I've got those two dyes ready.
Not gonna step back, not gonna step back now. We're flying higher, we're gonna reach the
Heat up
clouds.
the epoxy and it actually melts, which causes it to warm and contract. And so when you sand off a big chunk like this, you can end up with with the epoxy being shallower than you want, because the sander is going to take a bit more of that material. So what I like to do is clean up that a bit of that overage with a surfacing bit. So this is my Speed Tools surfacing bit. It's a 1-inch bit, and I've just got a tool path set up to do a surface pass that is 0.1 millimeters deep. So I'm going to surface off of a piece of the wood rather than any sort of the epoxy or whatnot. Surface off of that, or zero my Z off of that, and we'll get that surfacing pass done. And then I've got one final cutout, and we can get these cleaned up and ready.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling now? When all the pieces seem like they can't be found. I'll be the friend that is standing there. I'll be the hand holding all your cares. I see you now, I'm not going anywhere. We'll find our way back home. We'll find our way back home. No, we'll never have to walk alone. We'll find our way back home. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. We'll find our way back home. Not gonna step back, not gonna step back now. We're flying higher, we're gonna reach the clouds. I'll be the friend that is standing there. I'll be the hand holding all your cares.